Alright, so we've just hit 1,000 experience, which honestly hasn't taken me too long, maybe about 10 minutes or so of grinding. Just these same enemies, you know, going back to that area with the blue guy and those birds once in a while just to see how we're doing. So now I think it might be a good idea to try to head back down that way and see how we fare. So we'll try our best to be a little bit more conservative with our actions. Try not to get hit too much on the way over there. But you'll see we're not taking nearly as much damage now from being hit by these folks. Alright, so let's test the waters here again. Now last time I was here, those guys were taking 3 hits. Now they take 2 hits, so that's a lot more manageable. They are a little bit relentless. And what's nice about this game, too, is that there's a lot of exploring. See, I just decided to jump up a rock here, and look, we found a place. Now, this is not a place I think that we want to be just yet. We can probably go in there. Oh, actually, you know what? I think the door's locked at this point. Yes, it is. But this is a place that we're going to need to come back to, so we'll keep that in mind at least. And isn't this view just gorgeous as this bird comes out from inside the rock and hurts us? It's my favorite when things do that. But yeah, we'll keep on grinding. Hopefully we'll get somewhere with leveling. Now there's also another little spot here that gives us our power ring. And you may not have noticed, but as we've been grinding here, our ring counter's been going up. So for every enemy that we kill, we gain 1 point on that counter. So now, if I equip the ring, you'll see it'll start to count down. And while I'm wearing the power ring, I have more offense. But we don't really need to have that on right now. This door's also locked, so we're not going to worry about that for the moment. What we should do though, since we haven't saved in a while, is save. Hopefully we do okay and don't end up getting too roasted. And let's see what's this way. So here, there's more secret sneaky enemies that just pop out of places, so you really always need to keep your eyes open or else you're just going to be taking damage for nothing. But let's see what's over here. We can avoid that first blue guy anyways. There's nothing down to the left there, or to the right I should say. Now at our current level, these blue guys are really tough. So it's really important when you fight these that you keep a distance, because as soon as you even touch them, guess what? You're gonna die. We just leveled up, so we're a little bit better off than we were when we first got into this hallway. But we found Robert's pendant. And if you recall, we've already heard a little bit about Robert, right? That's Ada's son, who has gotten lost in the mine, or she thinks he's died in this mine incident. So this might be, oh, maybe not too far. Let's have a chat with this person. What? Who are you? I want you to leave this quarry right away. An outsider like you coming here will cause problems. Who are you? What are you doing here? Leave. Oh dear. Are you alright? Ouch. Oh, I'm fine. What's wrong with him? Edgar's not been able to escape and is still deep inside. I tried to rescue him, but with my power, I'll give you the warehouse key. The sword is kept there. If you have that sword, you can rescue Edgar. On your way here, you saw the pit. The warehouse is above on the right. Hurry. Okay. So we've got our hands on that nice warehouse key. Hurry and get the sword from the warehouse above the pit. Alright, so we're not allowed to check to the right of this man just yet. So if we go take a look in our inventory here, you'll see that our warehouse key is right there. So not a usable item, but one of those things that if it's in your inventory, you use it automatically. So before we go too much further, let's just save our game. And now we're going to head back up. Now, it's entirely possible that we could go into that warehouse right now and be successful. Or we might not be able to do that yet. We can go and at least give it a try and see what's what, but first we should leave and heal up before we try that out. These blue guys are just the worst. And I'm only avoiding them because they take away quite a bit of health when they do get you. I'd rather spend some time right now fighting these nice worms instead. A little bit more predictable. But yeah, if there's one thing that's really nice about this game, it's that the music is excellent. So even though you're stuck grinding quite a bit, it's not even that bad because there's excellent music to listen to in the meantime. There are way worse game soundtracks out there. And I really appreciate this game's fluidity in terms of its controls. There's some games that I've played where this type of mechanic's implemented, like the jump and slash and all of that sort of thing, and it doesn't feel good. This game feels great. Adol always goes exactly where you expect him to. Now, I've heard in the remakes of this game that every single part of this game has been optimized. Because I think there was Oath of Felghana and also another recent remake, maybe. But definitely worth it to check this one out, as well as the remakes. It's nice when remakes do things right, of course. Okay, so we'll murder some more worms. And we're gonna head back to that area with that locked door, the first locked door that we ran into. And we're gonna go in there and see what we can do. It shouldn't be terrible. I just don't know if our level's high enough yet. I'm gonna wait for this blue guy to go away, and I'm gonna try not to get hit by rock birds this time, because that's never fun. I don't think we can actually save in here. You'll notice the music changed, yes? So that means there's a boss coming. But let's head in here and see what we're up against. I am Dulan, come. Okay, so he has an angry sword. What we're gonna do is put on our power ring and hope for the best. We'll see how this goes. He's got an awfully long power bar, or health bar, I guess I should say, compared to us, but with the power ring, we might be okay. We might be able to get him. We just barely got him before he got us. Look at that. Well, that was pretty sweet. Alright, unequip that because we don't want to waste any more ring power. And we've got our hands on the longsword. Do you guys like that Metroid-esque I Found a Thing music? Okay, so we will put on our longsword, which is going to help us out quite a bit. You'll see we'll have a pretty big increase in our offense stat. Oh, Rockbird. And we also have a little bit of extra reach. It's kind of hard to see, but you do get a little bit more, and you'll notice now we're one-hitting these blue guys. And I think the birds must still be 2 hits. Nope, I lied to you. So I've been a little bit foolish, because my number 1 rule in RPGs is usually save the game, save the game. And I didn't save. We could have died. Then we would have had to fight that Dulan guy again. But anyway, we can head back in this general direction where we were before. And see if we can go down those stairs now. We also have $1,900. So we could also go look to see if we could upgrade any of our other equipment. At our earliest convenience, of course. But for now, We'll see where we get down here. Yeah, using the tools that the game gives you is pretty important. It's easy just to say, oh, I'll just keep leveling. But I mean, if you get a power ring, you might as well use it. Now hurry and rescue Edgar. Alright. There's one funny thing about this game is that everybody's always bossing you around and telling you what to do. And I find this area so pretty too. I love the effects here. And we have a line of these evil blobs. I like how there's always some type of slime enemy in every single game. The first time I ever ran into slimes was Dragon Warrior. I think that's where a lot of people might have ran into them in terms of RPGs, but I've run into them in almost every game I've played since then. I just find it funny. They're so innocuous, like what are they honestly going to do to me? Except hurt me when they touch me, of course. Yeah, let's save here before we go down any further, just to be safe. And look, a scary door. Uh-oh. This sounds like a boss. So let's try out our trick again. We'll put on our ring, and we do have an herb if we need it. This looks like it might be a little tough. Definitely too tough. Alright, I'm gonna go and do a little bit of leveling before we try that again. Be right back. Alright, so we have leveled up 2 levels. And I'm just gonna take a run outside and also maybe go back to town and see if there's some better equipment that we can buy to help us along as well. Some of the equipment in this game is found, but a lot of it you just have to buy yourself. It would be nice to save up our money for some of the best upgrades too. But we'll see what we can get our hands on. So let's head back to Redmont and see what the prices are on some upgrades, because I think we deserve it. We've been working pretty hard. Goodbye, Mr. Gardener. Hello. We haven't quite resolved that issue just yet. Now let's see, we got our sword increase, but let's see what we can do about our armor. So what do we have now? What are we even wearing? So we have the leather armor already. So let's have a look then. 1,500 gold. Sure. And let's see about a shield as well. How much is this large shield? $6,000. Alright, well that was fun. Definitely can't afford that. But before we go too far, let's put on our new armor. I'll be back soon. Just keep lying there. It shouldn't take me too much longer. So back to the quarry we go. I don't know if any of you folks live near mountains in real life, but it must be such a magnificent thing to see on a regular basis. Alright, so let's head back to that area deep at the bottom of the mine and see if we're any better suited to taking on this particular enemy who had a whole pile of lightning up his sleeve. It's not very often you run into an enemy that has lightning up their sleeves. But again, just trying to be a little bit more conservative on our way down there. Preserve some HP if we can. We'll kill Mr. Secret Worm number 1, 2, and 3 here. Now what's good is that because we've been fighting so much, our ring has recharged all the way back up, so we can put that back on again and see if it gives us any help. Because the power ring will again make us a little bit stronger. which should make the fight easier in theory. Though based on the former experience, who knows? You might hope that it's going to help, but it might not be enough yet. We'll have to see. No, don't want to go that way. Go down these stairs, pass our dear friend here, and then fall for a little while. Okay, so we made it past all of the blue blobbies. And now we have returned. So let's save our game here. Hopefully we'll be okay. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna put on our power ring again. Hopefully that'll give us enough help. So if we're a little bit careful, we might be all right. We just don't want to get too close. We might be in trouble. I think we're strong enough. Just need to be a little bit more careful. Well, that was no fun. Let's try this again. Now we do have a herb we can use as well. So that was only $100, but will probably come in handy here. And one more hit should do it. There it is. See you later. Alright, so we got our hands on the sun statue. Alright, let's take off our ring before we end up running down our ring meter. And a little door opened here. Edgar, do not interfere. Do you know what you're doing? If you insist upon this course of action, we'll all be doomed. Hey, are you still here? I told you before that you're not welcome here. You're foolhardy. I'll spare you this time. But the next time you show your face, you will die. Really? Who are you? I heard you were unable to escape, so I've come to rescue you. Because of me, you're in grave danger. Let us leave this place quickly. Give me a hand. Dewey, we've lost the use of the quarry. Edgar. You're Adol, are you not? I'm thankful you were able to rescue Edgar. Well, please let the town know that Edgar's safe and sound. Okay, so I guess that's our cue to leave. You don't need a hand getting him back to town?